Good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Back to Basics with Gwena Eugenia Oriet Manamela, your life coach. And thank you once more for tuning in. Wow, what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about it is about time. And it's not an easy topic for me. It's a very sensitive topic for me. Uh, but I had to find the courage really to talk about it because it has been in my heart to really share this and really look at and reflect. And hence I'm saying, welcome to Back to Basics with Gwena. And it's about time. It's about time we pause. And where does this come from? I think last year just before our president announced that we will be closing the country and for 21 days there will be lockdown. For me, it was something that kind of excited me. Yes, it excited me because I was burdened by the fact that there was so much noise happening in our lives. There was just so much pressure. There was so much um, competitiveness. People had stopped living. We stopped living. And I think for me, the back to basics, it's really talking so much sense to me right now. Because what this means for me said, it's about time we pause. I was kind of happy, and because there was so much noise in our spaces. Personally, because of the nature of work that I do as a coach, you find people wanting to commit suicide. You find people pressurized about life. They must stress. There was so much pain. There's so much turmoil in people's life. It was just hectic. That's the term we used lately. It's hectic. And it was indeed hectic. It was really heavy on my shoulders. And I remember sharing with one of my colleagues that we normally reflect on what is going on and talk about cases, discuss wherever how possible. And I said, you know what? I'm just overwhelmed by what is happening in our society and that which is happening. I wish if I were to speak to God, I would say, God, please, just shut down and let us pause and stop what is happening. Little did I know that indeed there was going to be a total shutdown. And I remember on that day, I peeped through the window and boom, it was so quiet. There was stillness. I think it was around 10 o'clock when I really opened the windows and checked what is happening outside. And it was just so beautiful. It was just so peaceful. I personally found the peace because I felt that I think this is what everybody needed. Don't know, I may be wrong, but this was a moment of us saying, be still, just pause. And it has taught me that in the process of us pausing, we need to reflect at what's going on. Right now, as in today, as I'm saying, I'm inspired to talk about this, which has been difficult for me to talk about. It's what is happening right now. What are we learning from this? What are we learning from this COVID? What does it say to us? Yes, everybody's concerned about people are dying. Everybody's concerned about what is going on. We are overwhelmed. Messages are popping in every day. Somebody died, somebody died, somebody died. But what does it mean for me and you? What does it say for me and you? I think it's about time. It's about time that we pause. It's about time we reflect. It's about time we do. I love that soul search because it speaks to you. There's a conversation between yourself to say, I have just lost my good friend. I have just lost my loved one. And how am I dealing with it? I mean, I'm not even able to go and bury them. I'm not able to support my friend. What is it does this mean? And I also had a personal encounter with myself to say, yes, Gwena, in the past, when there was this funerals and weddings and parties, people would go shopping for one item to go to the funeral, and including myself. We will think of the heads. How do I want to look? How I need people to look at me? How am I mirrored? And so forth and so forth. Those pressures that you find people wanting to commit suicide due to financial constraints and peer pressures and so forth. It's about time. I don't know who this message is for, but it's about time that we pause. It's about time we really reflect and say, what am I learning from this? What is this COVID teaching me? For me, it is taking me back to basics. It is teaching me to appreciate the people, to appreciate the things that we have, to love people around, to avoid grudges, because tomorrow never comes. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. But when you leave, when you pause and say, I'm allowing myself to leave, I'm allowing myself to pause and reflect on my life and say, what is it that I am not doing right? What is it that I should be reflecting on? What is it that I should be loving life about? Hey guys, we've got to leave. We've got to live in the midst of COVID, in the midst of death, in the midst of some of the challenges that we are experiencing daily. But most of us have forgotten to live. So today, I'm here to encourage you to say pause and reflect and ask yourself, what is it that I need to do during this COVID, during this hecticness that we're saying it's hectic, it's hectic? What does this death mean? What is this all about? I don't have the answers, but I think individually so, if we stop and pause and reflect, there is an answer. You know what you need to be doing. You know how grateful you need to be. You know the focus that you need to put on. You know the things that you need to focus on, etc., etc. But anyway, today for me, it's all about asking you, what is it that you're going to reflect on as we pause? Don't forget to live. Don't forget to pause and be grateful. Don't forget to pause and be thankful, because indeed, tomorrow we don't know. Go back to the people. Go back to your loved ones. Go back. Call the people that you love. Call the people that you love with and leave. It's about time that we stop, that we pause and reflect and ask ourselves, what does this mean? This is Quena just reminding you about back to basics, saying, remember to live, remember to live. Remember, in the midst of pause, it's about time that we pause and ask ourselves, what are we learning from all this? What is it taking us back to? What is it saying to me? What is it saying to you? Love you all, and back to basics with K.E.O. And thanks for tuning in. Remember to click, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you very much and take care. Bye bye for now.